In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.
Welcome back to the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane. So happy you decided to stay with me on the show. Remember, you can connect with me many ways. The easiest is paulamadeouslane.com. That's where you can connect with me on social media. You can check out all the latest news, the different events that I'm covering, and maybe a few funny shots of me doing some pretty interesting things. You know I love technology. And there are a couple of forms of innovation that I really get giddy as a schoolboy about. One of it is technology and innovation that helps out the physically challenged, like myself, being a quadriplegic and confined to a wheelchair. And the other innovation is the innovation that levels the playing field for ones in developing countries. Access to clean water. If you live in America, you may not have this problem unless you live in certain areas. Flint, Michigan comes to mind. But what about the other parts of the world where water is filled with diseases, different things that can harm people? You think about whenever there is an earthquake. You think about Haiti. I remember when their drinking water became contaminated because of that catastrophe. What if I told you that there is a company providing innovation that not only helps us here in the United States, but all over the world to make sure that we have access to clean drinking water? And in other countries where drinking water seems to be okay, a lot of people are buying bottled water. Oh, what do we do with those bottles when we're done recycling? Where does it go? See, that's something that we really, really need to be concerned about, because one day we could have more bottles of empty water than fish in the sea. And that's staggering. But my next guest is going to talk about how they are able to provide access to clean drinking water for all, especially in developing countries, and help us out with the issue of using all those bottles when it comes to water. I'm sure you're going to enjoy. And I'm so happy to have with me live from France right now, yes, the co-founder of Solable, Pascal Nuti, joins me. Pascal, how are you, my friend?
Very fine, Paul. Thanks to meet in this interview for talking about this last innovation of Solable. We are available to give any detail on this fabulous story.
Awesome. I'm so happy that you decided to join me on the show. So I tell you what, let's talk about how the company Solable, was it founded like maybe on an accident? How did you guys create the company?
Yeah, this is a more than 2 years ago company. So it's a startup. It's not an old company. It's a very small company because we are 2-3 people actually, and we are a rupture innovation company, and we are doing it by serial way. So each year we are innovating in a new product, in a new strategy, in a new technology exactly. And we are working with patents and with licensing these patents. So last year we made a super innovative water heater, and we won a CES award for this water heater, which is able to take the energy from the wastewater in the showers and generate a continuous shower with a small amount of energy. And this year we discovered a way to treat the water, which can really change the way you access the drinking water all around the world, including developing countries, including developed countries. And this is a very different way to consume the tap water. And this is a solution to stop plastic bottle consumption, which is a very big problem for the world, actually.
Yes, that is so true. And being from France, we know that your President Macron, he is really leading the way when it comes to green energy and making sure that the planet stays safe. Did that kind of drive the mindset behind doing things that are green, more energy efficient, and saving the planet? Was that kind of the mindset of why you created this?
We created the company before the Macron arriving at the head of the France. So our strategy is to change the world by innovative products which are directed for the consumer, for the end user consumer. And we are only working on water and energy. And one of our main focus is to target at least 1 billion users around the world. So this is our main focus. And of course, at this time, this is very compatible with the way President Macron sees the things in France and all around the world. And this is an opportunity for us to go quicker.
And let's talk about the experience of being in Las Vegas, where one saw Lviv for the first time. I saw some video coverage of how someone went through Las Vegas. They filled in some water, water in the container, and they had people drink it. Let's talk about the experience of being in Las Vegas.
It was a wonderful experience because I think the water is touching the heart of a lot of people all around the world, including the people who are the professionals who visit them on Vegas. And we had a big success all around the world in this show. With about, I think, 60 different countries visiting us, with a lot of major companies, with a lot of important people, and then all around Mexico, Brazil, Tokyo, everywhere in the world. So this is a very huge success for the arrival of this innovation. And really, we encountered, I think, 2/3 of the companies are working around the bottled water in the world, and a lot of people are working in the industry of appliance, purification systems for water. And it was huge. I think we have made about hundreds talking, explanation, pitch, tasting of the Las Vegas treated water by our appliance. And this is a very real way to convince people, because they tasted the water from Las Vegas. And I'm sure this is difficult to turn the Las Vegas water to something delicious. And we made it. So this is easy when you taste the result to understand that this process is like magic. So it was a very nice show for them.
That is so true. And looking at some of the effects that bottles are doing to the environment, every year over 100 billion bottles are not recycled. And experts say that if this continues, by 2050, there'll be more plastic bottles than fish in the ocean. And that's mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is a catastrophic situation. We need to change our drinking water report and way to drink, because we can't go longer like that. It is very needed to change immediately our way to consume water. So the water is becoming a very rare product all around the world, and we don't change our way to drink the water. We continue to expand the market of bottled water, and this is a problem. We must communicate, and we must have a bigger understanding in the people all around the world. And of course, you can help that, Paul.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about the Lviv right now, and how you created it, and why you guys decided to do so, and how does the process work?
Yeah, we were working on the treatment for drinking water for disabled countries and for developing world since about 3 years before forming the company. And we acquired a lot of technical data on a lot of treatments, and we were working on pasteurization of the water last summer. And of course, for that, we made a solar concentrator and a black bottle in front. And we made some testing for the time and the temperature and all these facts. And we discovered that the taste of the water has changed, completely changed between the input water and the treated water with just exposition to the sunlight. So we don't understood really what happened. And we searched for 1 month about to understand really what can treat the water such deeply without any other exposition than the sunlight. And we discovered that we can treat the chlorine molecules that are inside the tap water with just UVA from this sunlight. And we set a patent immediately on this topic. And after that, we realized this device, which is one of the possible expressions of the technology. And now we are able to treat in 15 minutes any tap water containing some chlorine. And of course, in USA, you have a lot of chlorine. You have 10 times the average amount of chlorine we have in France in your distribution water. And of course, we are able to turn this chlorine as hydroxyl radicals that permits to break all the chlorine parts in the water and completely make it disappear. And with these hydroxyl radicals, we are able to make some magic treatments on the water, because this is what we call an advanced oxidative process. And this is able to treat taste, odors, and pesticides, medicines, hormona, a lot of things that are in traces, only very, very small quantity you can find in tap water. But we know that the mix of these pollutants, like pesticides, for example, can be very harmful for the life. So we think that the output water of our new innovation is able to make a better quality water than regular bottled water, mineral water you can find in the market. So this is really a way to adopt the tap water in your household and to stop this problem of transportation of bottled water, this problem of petrol, this problem of stock, of availability. There is a lot of problem all around this market. This is a big market for big companies. This is generating a lot of cash, of course, for them. And this is the reason why you can find this kind of product all around the world. But this is really not a solution for the world. So I think since the filtering jug discovering a lot of years before, this is really the latest innovation, and this is really a solution for adopting this tap water as a high-end premium product. So this is why also this is a glass bottle with a high-end quality. This is tempered glass. We are setting the standard very high to readopt the tap water as a premium product for people.
And you know, Pascal, we were watching a video while you were speaking, and we noticed even a little child was able to do this. So that's cool. So that's teaching.
Yeah, you received a unit for your personal usage, but as you can see, this is very simple to use the solution, because there is no button, there is no interface, there is just communication with the light. There is no failure point possible around the box. So you just have to fill the bottle with regular tap water. You put in the case, and the rest of the treatment is completely automatic. There is a sensor in the box which is detecting the presence of the water in the bottle, and in a few seconds the treatment is launched, and this is automatically stopped, and the machine only communicates by the light, giving you a little signal the treatment is ended. So yes, a child can use it. This is UVA, and this is very important. This is also why we show a child in this video, because there is no harmful possibility in this process. This is really the same danger of when you see the sunlight in the street. This is the same radiation.
Wow.
So it's usable by everyone, I think so. Old people, disabled, child, everybody who has one hand and can just fill the bottle on his faucet.
Fascinating. I mean, this is truly awesome and truly amazing. And I know we kind of talked about this before we started the interview, how I congratulated you guys about the Kickstarter campaign. You guys started out to get $50,000, but as of today, you guys are like almost $70,000. How did you guys do that?
I think the water access is a problem for the worldwide, and so we meet on this Kickstarter campaign a lot of interest for all around the world. We have people buying from Cambodia, or from India, from Singapore, a lot of locations all around the world, and this is a way for us to discover that the needs are really worldwide. So this is why we are going to turn our marketing to licensing, because we have not the size to make a worldwide distribution just by doing that. It's a big problem of funding, of commercial presence all around the world. So we are discussing at this time with a lot of people, including Samsung, Philips, big appliance manufacturer in Turkey, a lot of people, because we want to establish at least 4 divisions in the world, and let real industrial take the lead on this manufacturing and distribution.
And Pascal, talk about the challenges of having a technology startup and bringing that vision to CES 2018. The biggest tech stage. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, with pleasure. This is a really difficult challenge to bring a new technology with such a rupture compared to actual device. So the biggest challenge is to convince people that this technology is good for them. It's not easy, because normally humans think that new things are dangerous. So innovation is still a challenge for startups. Maybe one of the biggest one with founding, of course, because you need fund to have the time to convince, of course, and this combination is very hard to support. We are arriving to convince, because we have a big presence on digital channels. For example, we have a Kickstarter campaign, as you told, and this is a way to convince, because a lot of backers now will receive their product by the June, May for the first one maybe, and when they receive the box, as you made this morning, they're going to try it, and of course they have a doubt, and I understand that, but when they taste the water, they will have a smile, a big smile. And this big smile will make success for the technology, because they're going to meet their neighbors, their family, their colleagues, and they will talk about that. And this is the solution to convince the world when you have no billions to spend for communication. So we think we can break the challenge with such solutions.
And and that's what I like about the way technology is today. We can use digital form of marketing, websites, Kickstarter campaigns, YouTube channels, interviews such like this that can help spread the word to tell people about these amazing products that are changing the world. So, Pascal, how can ones get a part of the Kickstarter campaign? What's the website? How can they do that?
You can have information about Lavi also on the website lavi.bio, or of course on Kickstarter. Both pages are synchronized, so you can go on a page or on the other. There is more information on lavi.bio pages, including scientific publications on our technology and a lot of details, of course, because on our website we have more place to live. And but there is the links on the Kickstarter page that go on the lavi.bio website, no problem.
Awesome. Now, before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to articulate or tell the audience out there about this product?
Yeah. Our innovation is not only on the technology. We try to innovate also on social part, and we have launched at this time a solution for developing world, which is only working with the sun energy, the sunlight. This is the same treatment of this box, but this is a lot less expensive. This is made for sustain outdoor and in front of the sun. And this will be a gift for developing world in the base of 1-for-1. So each time a backer take this box, we give a sun system, which is called Lavi Sun, to developing world via NGO or indirect delivery. This is in negotiation at this time with NGOs. So this is about 10% of our turnover, which is gift for developing world in the story. And I think this is an important fact to add for this campaign, to understand that we think that developing world must use the power of developed world. So we try to establish a sort of balance.
Awesome. Pascal, it was awesome talking to you, and would love to have you back as you guys continue to make products. Please come on and talk about it, and we'll help tell the world about it, because I think what you guys are doing out there is amazing and changing the world and making sure not only that we use renewable energy, but we keep ourselves healthy too. So we really appreciate you coming on with us and speaking to us from the beautiful, beautiful country of France.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Thanks for your time, and thanks for talking of this innovation.
And a huge shout out to Pascal Nudi from Solable. He's the co-founder. Really enjoyed talking to him way from France. I told you, like the intro says, it's a global market. Tech Zone, it's all about global. Technology is everywhere. And again, I just want to reiterate what they're doing, especially to help out underdeveloped countries to have access to clean drinking water, access to heat, and all these other great innovations. So make sure you go to their website and definitely check it out. All right. When we get back, we're going to be joined by a diplomat. Yes, we are. Talking about technology in another country that affects us here. We'll be back right after these messages.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul, Amadeus, Lane in the Tech Zone.